NBA players, women's basketball players in general, giving Caitlin Clark her flowers, giving her the appreciation that she deserves as the savior of the WNBA. And it's taken one of the old school women's basketball legends to maybe start to set the record straight a little bit. I speak of Reggie's big sister, Cheryl Miller, who was on the All the Smoke podcast, and she told Steven Jackson that Caitlin Clark has had an impact on the league that should be recognized and appreciated. Let's roll the tape.
I was like, come on, you big dummies. Is she getting hyped? Yes. But she was in the backyard. She was putting in the same time, sometimes maybe more than you were.
Right.
I can't fault her for what she was given. But, look, as much as she was given, you can't tell me if that door would have swung the other way where she didn't live up to the hype.
Right.
Come on, folks are still waiting for her to fall.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yep.
So with that being said, you big dummies, you getting paid now.
Right.
Everybody now has an opportunity to pull up their chair and have a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and I'm going to touch on it. Look, when it comes to Caitlin Clark, she had the opportunity to either bust or to go out and ball out. A lot of people had expectations for Caitlin Clark, and they weren't good expectations going into her rookie season in the WNBA. She has proven she belongs in that league because nobody thought, a lot of people on the other side of it thought that she wouldn't relate to the women's game, to the professional game. They thought that there would be some type of crazy growing spurt that she's going to have to go through to get in and be able to ball out the way she did. Caitlin Clark put in the same amount of work as all of you girls, if not more, as Cheryl said, right? The fans, that's just one part of it. Anybody could get fans, right? But how are you going to live up to the fan base? Caitlin Clark has proven time after time after time. She has given the fans game winners after game winners after game winners. 3 national championships. Three Big Ten championships. But still, for a school like Iowa, you're giving the fans 3 Big Ten champions. You know how special that is to a school like Iowa? Do you? I don't think you guys really understand how difficult that might be to do at Iowa. As you can see this year, it didn't happen, right? It didn't happen for Iowa this year. So, I think what's going on with Clark is this. She's came into the league. You guys weren't able to push her around the way you guys thought. Like, you guys thought you were going to be able to pretty much distract her, get her all caught up in the narratives and caught up in the media. Nope. She handled it like a pro. Every situation, every push, every offensive foul, every personal foul that went towards Caitlin Clark, she brushed it off. You guys were waiting for her to lash out and say something ridiculous, and she never did. You guys were trying to tempt her into getting into scuffles, knowing that that's going to draw headlines, and she never fed into any of it. Any of the haterish comments or interviews that have came out towards her, she hasn't fed into any of that stuff. She's been in the gym. You can see she's locked in, ready to go for year 2. And growing up, Caitlin Clark didn't ask for this fan base. She didn't pay for this fan base. She attracted this fan base by balling. The fan base was always there. Caitlin Clark went out and did something different that we haven't seen before. She's doing things we haven't seen before. She's doing it at a high level. And that's why she has the fan base. And then the fact that she keeps her mouth shut. She opens it when she's supposed to. She says the right things. She's a professional. She carries herself as a professional. She doesn't dress wild and all crazy. Most of the posts we see, she's in the gym working out. Okay, this girl's a real professional athlete. She's a hooper. We like this. We like this. So, and she brings a competitiveness that a lot of people don't have. And you could see right away once you see her in a game. Even in practice. She's a competitor. She makes it very clear she competes, and she's here to compete. So I think what Cheryl Miller has done, and I think more people have caught on the train of, let me tell it how it is or how it's supposed to be. Let's not fall into the narratives. Let's not fall into the lies. Let's not fall into the traps. Caitlin Clark's a baller. She also had the same opportunity in the same 24 hours as all of you other women who put in the work. That goes to crediting to her father, her parents, making sure that they were on top of her, making sure she's staying in the gym, eating the right foods. And then it just goes to the dedication that Caitlin Clark has put into the game. You don't go and break 62 records as a rookie and you don't put dedication and time into the game that at like an unnormal rate. It just doesn't happen. On a low end team in the league. It doesn't happen. At her age. And for her to do it, it is very, very impressive. I think a lot of people, like I said, don't give her the credit that is due for what has been going on in the league as far as change in the league. I don't think people give credit to her enough. I think they try to go around a lot of questions that are directly asked about the women's game, where it's at, the growth of it, the fans, arenas, all the good stuff. People just always seem to go around it or don't want to give credit. There are some that do, but I think this was shots towards Cheryl Swoop specifically, maybe some of the I'm not even going to say it, some of the media, mainstream media and things like that. Just letting it be known, like, give the girl credit. She also mentioned in the interview, she was a lot better defensively than she thought. She loved coaching her. And she and Angel, pretty much, she said, hey, Caitlin Clark and Angel, they got along at practice, which I would have never thought because of the narrative. And that's why Cheryl Miller kept saying, the narrative is completely wrong. Right? So it's good to see, I guess, another WNBA legend, because a lot of people who say it, I guess, we're not good enough. We're not certified enough. So now you have it for someone who's been in the big lights, someone who's well respected from ex-NBA players. Obviously, she's on the All the Smoke podcast, telling you what it is. So this is just more and more confirmation. The girls going to play in Indiana, that's more confirmation as well. So I'm going to keep on dropping content. I'm going to keep on bringing new things to light. And I'm just really glad Cheryl Miller decided to come out and support Caitlin Clark on this. Means a lot. And hopefully others decide to jump on the train and not just kind of push the girl into a bad light and support her. She's the growth right now. Run behind her and push her. And she could take you guys to the top. So that's what I got. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to catch you on the next video. I'm out.